to do so. Refrain from loud outbursts, yelling, or using noise instruments. And please respect each graduate and their family members by keeping the noise to a minimal so that everyone's name can be heard clearly. Please respect and maintain the dignity and decorum of this formal academic exercise. Will you please stand for the processional?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon and welcome to the Spring 2019 Commencement ceremonies for Alabama Agricultural Mechanical University. Will you please stand for the presentation of the colors by the members of our own ROTC program, the singing of the national anthem by DeKendra Jackson, and the meditation by Ayanna Ingram, a member of the class of 2019 and president of the Student Government Association for 2018-19. In that order, please. Ms. Ingram.
Will everyone please bow their heads? Dear Lord of all creation, thank you for this special day. Be with us as we celebrate the achievements of our studies. Thank you for your love and grace, freely offered for us all. Thank you for all the students who are assembled here. May we feel a sense of achievement in our qualification and great excitement about our future. We are grateful to you for providing the professors, administrators, mentors, coaches, and staff who have taught us, nurtured us, and challenged us along the way. Thank you for this opportunity to learn and grow. Add heavenly wisdom and discernment to our knowledge. Be with us as we go on to weave more of your truth into our lives. Come take our skills and gifts that we celebrate today. May we each know your presence in our lives and understand our own abilities for your glory and creation. And may we all continue to live lives of learning and discovery. And in doing so, bring great blessings to the world. In deepest humility, please hear our prayer. Amen.
You may be seated. Greetings will now be given on behalf of our Board of Trustees by our President Pro Tempore, Dr. Jerome Williams. Dr. Williams.
Thank you, and good evening. Good evening. Is this the best class ever? Dr. Lee Sims, your golden class may not be the best class you thought it was. I've got on authority that this is the best class ever, and they're going to prove it. All the things that the golden class has done over the 50 years, they're going to do twice that and more. Is that right, class? Are you going to achieve at that level? You're not speaking up. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the entire A&M family, congratulations to the class of 2019. Graduates, when you leave here, don't forget why you came. Your education here at A&M has prepared you to be effective, productive citizens in the global society. Citizens who engage in democracy and excel in your chosen field of endeavor and embrace honesty, fair play, integrity, consideration of others. As you depart, be bold, be courageous, and be your very best. Alabama A&M is counting on you. And on a personal note, I would encourage you to get your school colors and wear them. It bothers me when I see our HBCU folks wearing the colors of other universities beside HBCUs. Wear your paraphernalia, get your tags, and do that proudly. Again, congratulations. Would members of the Board of Trustees please stand and be recognized? Members of the board, please stand. Thank you.
Now let us join Mr. Aaron Bosley, a sophomore majoring in music here at Alabama A&M University, that will lead us in the singing of our heritage hymn, Lift Every Voice and Sing. The words are in your program, and we ask that you would stand at this time. Mr. Bosley.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died. Yet with a steady beat, have not our weary feet come to the place for which our fathers sighed. We have come over a way that with tears has been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered. Out from the gloomy past till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of a bright star is cast. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, thou who hast by thy might us forever in the path we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places our God will led to thee. Lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadowed beneath thy hand, may we forever stand, true to our God, true to our native land.
Thank you. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates, it is my pleasure to introduce our speaker for the spring 2019 commencement of Alabama A&M University. An excerpt from our alma mater states, "Many thy brave and loyal sons sent from the shrines on Normal hills, filled with a zeal for a task well done, anxious thy mandates to fulfill." Our speaker's life and accomplishments are exemplary of a loyal son of Alabama A&M who has devoted his life to fulfilling the mandates for task well done. A review of his biographical sketch in today's program will quickly reveal that our speaker is a rising star in corporate America and is destined to become president and CEO of a major corporation in the future. He has held positions of increasing responsibility at the Southern Company, leading to his current position as Executive Vice President and Chief External and Public Affairs Officer at Southern Gas Company. What is not apparent from his bio is his unrelenting support of his alma mater, Alabama A&M University. Our speaker served on the Board of Trustees for Alabama A&M, and during that time provided insightful, reasoned, and visionary input. He understood the critical role which private support provides in moving our institution from good to great, and served as chairman of the first ever capital campaign in the history of Alabama A&M University. The initial campaign goal was $16.25 million, but through his dedication and leadership, the campaign raised $27.3 million, exceeding the initial goal by 68%. He further assisted the university in making fundraising history by securing the largest individual commitment gift in the United University's history. Through his efforts, the sports commentator, Charles Barkley, who I might add is not a graduate of Alabama A&M University, made a $1 million commitment to Alabama A&M University. And we again want to publicly thank Mr. Barkley. Our speaker and his wife, a municipal court judge in Birmingham, have one daughter and reside in Birmingham and Atlanta. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates, please welcome home one of our own, Mr. John O. Hudson III. Mr. Hudson, thank you for not only being another testament that with a degree from Alabama A&M University, you can start here and you can go anywhere, but thank you for being a living example and a vivid model of how we are to give back and support our university. Thank you very much, Mr. Hudson, our speaker for today.
Good evening. Thank you, Dr. Ugeni, for that kind introduction. I'll let you know Dr. Ugeni reminded me of the 5 B's before I stood up here this evening. Now, do you know what that is? The 5 B's are be brief, brother, be brief. And so I will follow his orders on that. Let me say with the greatest humility how very honored I am to be here with all of you this evening. Dr. Ugeni, I would especially like to applaud you for all you've done to help advance and lift up the university. I had the pleasure of working alongside Dr. Ugeni, as he said earlier, as a trustee for several years, and I can say with certainty and with clarity that he has done an outstanding job leading this institution. Now, what do I mean by outstanding? Well, since Dr. Ugeni stepped foot on this campus as president in 2009, enrollment has grown by more than 25%. The school has added 10 new academic degree programs. Private funding has increased by almost 70%. The university has executed a capital campaign which raised more than $27 million, and the school's endowment is now close to $50 million, which puts it in the same category as the top 10 HBCUs in the country from an endowment size perspective. That's what I mean by outstanding. Let's give him a round of applause. Greetings to the members of the Board of Trustees, greetings to the entire faculty and staff of Alabama A&M University. To the parents and families of the graduates, congratulations to you. This day is very much a tribute to you and a testimony to the sacrifices you've made to give your child the very best platform to pursue the American dream. As a parent of a 16-year-old daughter, I know firsthand that helping a child get to this point is not an easy task. So parents and family members, in my opinion, it's time for you to now relax. Go ahead, call your travel agent and plan that trip you've always wanted to take. You deserve it. And finally, to the graduates, the class of 2019, greetings to you. I suspect you're feeling pretty good about yourselves right now, and you should be. A few years of really hard, time-consuming academic work has finally paid off, so congratulations. Now, I want to make sure you don't think of that bachelor's degree or that master's degree or even your doctoral degree as a reward for that hard work. Rather, that degree should be viewed as an opportunity, a commitment, an obligation to go forward and to continue the lifelong process of learning. You see, I'm of the opinion that we should never stop learning. The one thing I came to realize after graduating from college is that if you're really, really smart, you never graduate from learning. So with that in mind, I want to base my brief remarks, Dr. Ugeni, brief remarks this evening around that principle, the idea of continuous learning. And I want to do that by sharing three rather simple concepts that have worked for me in my career and in my life. Now, as I go through these concepts, I want to make sure that the graduates are comprehending. So throughout the speech, graduates, I'm going to ask you if you understand, and I want you to respond. Got it? All right, got it. The first concept is timing. Part of the concept of timing I want to discuss is being on time. To quote William Shakespeare, better 3 hours too soon than a minute too late. Now, most of us are never anywhere 3 hours too soon. Instead, many of us are frequently a few minutes late. But I can tell you with some authority that students who are always on time are more than likely the ones who earn the best grades and are probably the ones who are graduating today with honors. In the working world, the people who are always on time are the ones who get the best assignments, leading to the big promotions, and the ones who seem to be climbing the corporate ladder effectively. Being on time. I know it sounds fairly basic, but it's a sign of respect. It's a promise made to another person, and we all know how important it is to keep our promises. But it goes deeper than that. Being punctual is a mindset. It's more than just showing up, it's being ready. In business, being first to market gives you substantial advantage over the competition. For example, Amazon.com, the first online bookseller, has reaped huge benefits by being a first mover. Today, we all know Amazon is much more than a bookseller. In fact, you can buy just about anything on Amazon.com and have it delivered to you right at your doorsteps the next day. By being first, Amazon this year became the most valuable publicly traded company in the United States with a market cap of $790 billion. Amazon was on time. I often hear the phrase, better late than never. When someone says to me, I always say, never late is better. Okay. Always be on time. Got it? Okay, good. The second concept is gratitude. I know it sounds simple, but please remember to be grateful. Show appreciation for those who help you, who support you, who love you. Trust me, you can't get anywhere in this world by yourself. 17th century author John Donne may have said it best in the famous sermon in which he is quoted as saying, "No man is an island entire of itself. Each is a piece of the continent, a part of the main," which simply means that we all depend on and need one another. Whether it's your parents or your professor or your boss or your friends, we all need some help to achieve any level of success. And so if you've attained some level of recognition or achievement, like graduating with a bachelor's degree or a master's degree or a doctoral degree this evening, or getting a new job, it's important to understand that you did not get that opportunity by yourself. You had some help. And it's also important to understand that the people who help you need to feel appreciated. So sometimes you just need to say thank you. Thank you. All right. And it kind of matters how you tell them thank you as well. I know we live in an age of advanced technology, but do not make it a practice to tell your parents or your friends thank you with a text message. You may have the Verizon friends and family plan, but when it comes to gratitude, you should thank your friends and family face to face rather than with a cell phone. Got it? All right. So the first concept is timing. The second concept is gratitude. Now the third concept is labels. Never let anyone place a label on you. And there are many labels out there. The first label that comes to mind when I think about the class of 2019 is millennials. That is your generation. Now, some of you may be young enough to be considered Generation Z, but for the most part, you're in the millennial generation. Trust me, someone, whether it's a potential employer or a coworker or a college professor, will place that label on you, and then they will attach characteristics to that label. If you're a member of the millennial generation, the label makers think you're lazy, soft, coddled, and narcissistic. If you're a member of Generation Z, they think you're risk averse and have a short attention span. I bet you've heard that before, haven't you? Don't worry. Every generation is told they're not as good as the one before. My generation is known as Generation X. The label makers say Generation Xers, for the most part, are disenfranchised, materialistic slackers. But I think the critics who try to label your generation and my generation, I think they're dead wrong. In fact, when I think about it, your generation has already been through more than most generations. When you were first born, America suffered its worst terrorist attack. When you were in elementary school, some of your older brothers and sisters or moms and dads were sent off to war. When you were in junior high school, we went through the worst economic downturn since the Great Depression. And now that you've got that degree and you're ready to take on the world, civil and social unrest, from the Me Too movement to the US-North Korea conflict, is at an all-time high. Whether it's geopolitically or economically, these are awkward and difficult moments in which you are graduating. But I remain very optimistic about our future because I know you won't allow anyone to label you in any way, including letting them label things like your academic training. You went to Alabama A&M University, an HBCU. So did I. I was educated right here on Normal's Hill. And in the corporate world, I've successfully competed against those with an HBCU education, those with a private liberal arts education, those who went to SEC schools like Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, Kentucky, and Vanderbilt. I've competed against those who went to ACC schools like Duke, North Carolina, Wake Forest, and Clemson. And yes, I've competed against those who went to Ivy League schools. In fact, I enjoy competing against those who went to Harvard, Yale, and Princeton. Without question, like me, you have received one of the best educations in the country. Don't let anyone tell you anything differently. You went to school in Alabama, and many of you are from Alabama. Be proud of that too. I certainly am. Be confident, proud of who you are, and where you're from. Not arrogant, but assured, not entitled, but enthusiastic, ready to prove the doubters wrong, to surprise people. Alabamians are good at that. Jesse Owens surprised people. He was a great track star from Oakville, Alabama. At the 1936 Olympics in Berlin, he shocked the Nazis by beating them and everyone else in the world. Hank Aaron surprised people. Babe Ruth's career home run record was considered unbreakable, but Hank Aaron, the slugger from Mobile, Alabama, he proved the doubters wrong. Rosa Parks from Tuskegee, Alabama surprised people too. Her simple decision on a city bus, we all know it got her arrested, but it paved the way for us to eat at lunch counters, drink from water fountains, and walk through schoolhouse doors. By sitting down, she stood up for all of us. These people shared more than a state. They and their achievements were bigger than Alabama. They never let anyone label them. They shared courage. Aristotle said courage is the one indispensable virtue because it makes all other virtues possible. So do not be afraid. Have courage to not be defined by a label. Got it? All right, so those are my 3 simple concepts. Be on time, express gratitude to those who help you, and do not be defined by a label that someone places upon you. Now, as I close, allow me to share one final concept that has been important to me, especially when I'm feeling pretty good about myself. As you, the class of 2019, should be feeling about yourselves this evening. Some days when things seem to be going pretty well for me, maybe I was featured in a newspaper article, or maybe I was asked to be the commencement speaker at my alma mater. On those days, I have to remind myself, you know, John, you're really not that special. Now, I must admit, my wife, who's sitting right there, she's pretty good about reminding me of that too, and she's right to do that. There are so many people who are smarter, who are better educated, and much more talented than me, so I always try to remain humble. I don't allow myself to buy into arrogance or to get the big head. At the same time, I can truly say that I have what no one else has. And so, class of 2019, when you walk out of here this evening, don't buy into arrogance or get the big head because you now have that degree. Trust me, there will be many people out there with your same degree. There probably will be many people doing what you do for a living. But just like me, you have one thing that no one else has, and that is you will be the only person alive who has sole custody of your life, your particular life, your entire life. So realize that your life is the best thing ever and that you have no business taking it for granted. Care so deeply about its goodness that you want to spread it around. Give of yourself. Do something for the greater good. Yes, go out and get a job. Let me repeat that, especially for the parents. Go out and get a job. But there should always be more to life than a job. Winston Churchill said, you make a living by what you get, but you make a life by what you give. If you can remember only one thing today, remember that you have sole custody of your life. So since you have sole custody of it, go out and make that special, unique, label-free life that can only be yours and no one else's. Congratulations, class of 2019. Go Bulldogs.
Mr. Hudson, would you please join me here at the podium? I want to thank you very much for that challenging message that was appropriate not only for the graduates of 2019, but for all of us. I trust that you heard and will react to those life lessons that he shared with you about time, gratitude, label, and taking responsibility for your particular life. Thank you so much for being that role model. Thank you for being an example of Alabama A&M University and the wonderful work that we do here. We have for you a citation, presidential citation, and I ask that Provost Wims will come and read the citation as we present it to you. Will the members of the Board of Trustees please join me?
It reads, John O. Hudson III, highly accomplished alumnus and communicator, exemplary professional, community advocate, and corporate executive, as well as proven supporter of higher education. For his sustained success in corporate communications, for his devotion to community relations and economic development, in due gratitude for his current role as president of the Southern Company Gas Foundation and the commitment he maintains for higher learning initiatives, for his unparalleled aspirations as demonstrated by his able acceptance of complex duties and assignments, for his chairmanship of the university's first ever capital campaign and securing the largest individual commitment of $1 million for the university, and in proud commendation of his never-ending love and devotion to his alma mater, his church, and his community. Alabama A&M University hereby expresses its gratitude for an inspiring, reflecting, and uplifting message through the Presidential Medallion this third day of May in the year of 2019 at the spring commencement ceremony held in Braun Center Arena, Huntsville, Alabama. Andrew Eugenie Jr., President, and Mr. Chris Robertson, Secretary, Board of Trustees.
It is now my pleasure to make a special presentation to the Golden Class of 1969. Will the Golden Class please come forward to receive your golden diplomas?
Francis Williams Abercrombie. Luther J. Alexander. Linda Kimball Arnold. Mary Kate Page Bell. Dr. Arthur D. Booker, Jr. Francine Mitchell Boone. Gladys Richardson Boswell. Dorothy Piner Bryce. Mary Bickerstaff Buchanan. Bernice Gardner Burnett. Dr. Barbara Christian Campbell. Spellmyra Stoudemeyer Colbert. Melza E. Cook. Jessie Pearl Mims Cowley. Betty Cromwell Crenshaw. Robert Crenshaw. Barbara Myatt de Barber-Laban. Mr. Clarence C. Dees. General A. Freed. Andrew J. Fuller. Anita Burns Garner. Anthony E. George. Harold E. Gilmer. Joanne Johnson Grayson. Frances Lynette Holly. Lister Holloway. Maddie Poole Holloway. Jean Williams Hunter. Mr. Andre Jackson. Clinton Johnson. Willie Ruth Delane Johnson. Iola Scott Jones. William Kimber. Claudette Davis Lindsay. Marcella Williams Mathis. Carol Stevens Maxwell. Elizabeth McCord. Mr. Arthur L. McGee. Arthur J. McMillian. Velma Boyd McMillian. Ruby Miller. Ruth Ann Montgomery Lumpkins. Julia Eliza Morrison Morgan. Richard K.Y. Morell. Donald E. Outland. Charles S. Parks. Marie Dobine Roden. Daniel Robinson. Frank Robinson. Reverend Dr. Isaiah Robinson, Jr. Elizabeth R. Russell. Bernice Chappelle Rutledge. Dr. Jacob Savage. Miss Lily Seal Norman. John H. Scott. Larry W. Sheely. Dr. Richard Showers, Sr. Dr. Elise Sims. Janice Ray Taylor. Clarine Teague Johnson. Mr. Erskine L. Valerie. Mrs. Patricia Lehman Ward. Ernest L. Williams. George I. Williams. Geraldine Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, prior to the presentation of the graduates for the class of 2019 by our provost, Dr. Daniel Wims, I would like to share with you some information about the class of 2019. Today we will award 581 degrees. Of that number, 206 are graduate degrees and 375 are undergraduate degrees. We have a partnership program with Lawson State Community College, and there are 14 individuals graduating from that program. Would you please stand? Based on information that we've received from our Career Development Services, I'm proud to report that 60% of our students have secured postgraduate career plans. Of that 60%, 38% of our graduates have secured employment, 20% will be continuing their education, and 2% will be entering the military. 32 of our graduates have reported salary offers of $65,000 or more, with the highest offer being $105,000. We're also pleased to announce that one of our graduates, a computer science major, Uric Bethune. Would you please stand, Mr. Bethune? Mr. Bethune has been drafted by the Atlanta Falcons football team. Congratulations, Mr. Bethune. We have 137 students that will be graduating with honors. Will all of our honor students please stand? Alabama A&M University continues to be the institution of choice. We have 134 students that are first-generation college graduates. Would you please stand? We have 3 students that are second-generation Alabama and A&M University graduates. I will ask that they stand as I call your name. Deasia Garner, Stephen Cater, and Rhea Anderson. Would you please stand? Second-generation graduates of Alabama A&M. We have 3 students that are third-generation graduates. Jamie April Johnson, Gabrielle Battle, and Chandra Craig. Would you please stand? We have spouses graduating in this class. Desiree Derrick Hood and Simeon Emmanuel Hood. And the oldest student graduating in our class today is Martina Beasley. She is 53 years of age. Miss Beasley, would you please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2019.
Dr. Ugini, members of the Board of Trustees, platform guests, I now call upon the deans of the various academic colleges to present their candidates for graduation, for degrees.
Provost Williams.
Dean Dunn.
Based upon the recommendation of the Faculty in Graduate Studies, I am pleased to present to you the candidates for the graduate degree. Will the candidates please rise?
Mr. President, I am pleased to present the candidates for the conferral of the doctorate degree.
Will the candidates for the doctoral degree please come forward for the conferring of degrees?
Nigel Gilbert Chimpetete, Doctor of Philosophy, Food Science, Dr. Martha Verghese, Advisor. Terrence Kennard Martin, Doctor of Philosophy, Food Science, Advisor, Dr. Martha Verghese. Manjula Boma, Doctor of Philosophy, Plant and Soil Science. Advisors, Dr. Florence Okafor and Rao Mintretti. Lisa F. Springle, Doctor of Philosophy, Reading. Advisor, Dr. Tammy Alexander. Finney E. Downing, Doctor of Philosophy, Reading, Advisor, Dr. Tammy Alexander. Daquin Nicole Taylor, Doctor of Philosophy, Reading, Advisor, Dr. Rhonda Moore Jackson. Bir Bahadur Bohara, Doctor of Philosophy, Applied Physics, Advisor, Dr. Ashok Batra. Samuel Uber, Doctor of Philosophy, Applied Physics, Advisor, Dr. Matthew E. Edwards.
Will the master's candidates come forward to receive your diplomas?
Chelsea Michelle Dancy. Kateris John Goldson. Melissa Veronica Harding. Kiara Jaquette Johnson. Ashandi D. Laidlaw. Carol Jean Love. Deja Deanna Mitchell Davis. Shantora Carnicia Moore. Michael J. O'Neill. Deja Danielle Patton. Sharkayla Keena Perry. LaKendra Simone Smith. Kalechi Tooks. Shalicia Andrea Watts. Leslie Sharelle Wiggins. Michaela Alexis Elena Bethia. Ashley Danielle Hunt. Atari Steele. Veronica Lizette Challenger. Quintius Algernon Davis. Sharonica Ferrier. Courtney Lachey Mahone. Amanda Dion Rice. Urel Perez Richardson. Carolyn Lene Williams. Joran Herbert. Taylor Lomari Carman. Charles T. Bradley. Vanessa Undisha Kishasha. Jayla Dion Jackson. Alicia M. King. Takesha Roslyn Gooden. Angela Yvette Davis. Dwayne Kendricks II. Princess Corletta June Freeman. James Ashford. Kaven Zoria Brooks. Tamanisha Rena Nord. Charles Ray Crook Jr. Janet Crosby. Wanda Phillips. Allison D. Moore. Lakeisha Monique Taldon. Janice Craig. Valerie M. Johnson. Latoya Simmons. Crystal Todd Williams. Tamara Austin Hammond. Darkina Peebles. Sweetie B. Sherman. Angelina Ofe Dua. Brittany January. Jennifer Trinae Stockdale. Jasmine N. Kendall. Chelsea Warren. Latigra Shaniqua Carter. George Williamson III. Raven Chappell. Shambria S. Davis. Leslie Cochran. Amelia Copeland. Tiana Duffy. Kaylin Fairnow. Octavia Renee Brown. Ayana Harper. Valanda Hazard. Jasmine Johnson. Reginald T. Keys. Xavier Massey. Brene Moore. Lashandra Renee Oram. Amber Nicole Poulard. Shalicia Brianna Sellers. Sharmika Pittman. Geraldine Victoria Smith. Kenesha Kalante Stewart. Dana Wingate. Renisha Romel Denise Allen. Vernon Bone. Tasia Renee Davis. Richard Gary. La Precious Alexis Haynes. Ernest Braun. Marquisha Monet Howard. Ciandre Alexis Maltsbury. Trenton Hundley. Zena Sherelle Johnson. DeAndre Smith. Jasmine McNeil. Jeremy Laverne Adams. De'Ara Ann Alexander. Sabrina Monique Anderson. Brycelyn D. Armstrong. Patrick Bailey Jr. Chardell Billingsley. Lilia Bowman. Arkeria M. Brown. Cassandra Charlene Caston. Enrique Sistrunk. Dora Modestine Cook. Thomas P. Cooks, Jr. Stephanie M. Cooper. Asia Crawford. Daniel Crooks. Justice Curtis. Barry Demetra Davenport. Brianne Dotson. Alex Will Dias. Shaquisha X. Franklin. Erica Denise Gates. Persephone Sierra Goodwin. Ashley Renee Hardy. Dolores Hatcher. Tadra Shamari Holcomb. Kishanta Jackson. Brittany James. Dynasty Nicole Jefferson. Whitney Jefferson. Jasmine A. Jordan. Julian Jude. Haley Killen. Rosie Lamb. Balkrishna Mainali. Brianna Nicole Matthews. Justin T. McPherson. Sade Mickles. Dorea Miller. Alexis S. Moore. Jamisha Kenise Moore. Ernie T. Wiley. Marquita Virginia Rouser. Perlisha L. Scott. Kanae Stewart. Paris Najee Thrash. Laquita Underwood. Kiara Victory. Deja Waller. Alexandria Deanna Washington. Kiera Nicole West. Chelsea White. Brianna Wren. Carmen C. Wright. Emily Ann Ute. Tyler O'Brien Davis. Antonio J. Grant. Brianna Armisha Harris. Mariah Jackson. Anissa Sharif. Regine McCombs. Angela Moore. Chulsup Wichien. Jocelyn Elise Coleman. Andrew Stephen Hernandez. Kayla Brielle Hill. Virag Holas. Morgan Lindsay Smith. Jasmine Renee Winfield. Tyler Richardson.
Please be seated.
Provost Wentz,
Dean Walker,
based upon the recommendation of the faculty in the College of Agricultural, Life and the Natural Sciences, I am pleased to present to you the candidates for the baccalaureate degree. Will the candidates please rise and come forward to receive your diplomas?
Isaiah Cole Bailey. Gabrielle Karen Battle. William McClendon Batts. Priscilla Monet Hall, cum laude. Amber Anastasia Hicks. Jabari William Jones. Everett L. Massey. Darius Moss. Brian Latrell Murray. Peter Alfred Perrick. Sanjanika D. Prince. Mina Chatinos. Tiani Marshall Ross. Andre Mark Kennedy. Jalen C. Reeder. Brianna A. Robinson. Paul San, magna cum laude. Mahari Neeson Smith. Trevin A. Walters. Timquavius Markeith White. Haley Ann Chance. Portia Geraldine Hunt. Daniqua Monique Lee, magna cum laude. DeAndrea Dekia Peterson, magna cum laude. Charcille Louise Randall, magna cum laude. Michelle Joyce Gibbs, magna cum laude. Cameron Nicole Nichols, magna cum laude. Tiana Renee Love, cum laude. Kristen Nicole Lohman, magna cum laude. Ariana Chriselle Jones, cum laude. Kenitra Jamelia Love Booker. Diamond Kiana Payne. Diogene Alexis Ballard. Kyle Harris, cum laude. Isom D. Ford, cum laude. Deasia Janice Garner, cum laude. Rupert England, cum laude. Kanisha Nini Gilmore. Deja Marche Richardson. Mykesia Shalant Lett, magna cum laude. Shayon M. Gilbert, cum laude. Charity Gabrielle Powell. Ariane Hadia Eaton, cum laude. Rosaline Deraville, cum laude. Victoria Lynn Nichols, cum laude. Jalen Sierra Carter. Haley Danielle Hill, magna cum laude. Amber Kiera Thomas, cum laude. Mackenzie Logan Wiseman, magna cum laude. Darian Hatchett. Brianna Beck, cum laude. Jasmine Sherelle Gardner, magna cum laude. Julie Duran, cum laude. O'Day A. Alcadi, cum laude. Janae Gabrielle Williams, summa cum laude. Jana Ariel Marshall, magna cum laude. Takina Lindsay. Rashonda Curlex Adams. Brianna Angelique Sutton, cum laude. Konya Okempi, cum laude. Darian Gabrielle Turner, summa cum laude. Bria Lashante White, summa cum laude. Fiance Adora Williams, magna cum laude. Brittany Marina Colvin, cum laude. Jory Jaleel Simmons. Jessica Danielle Maddox, magna cum laude. Trinity Nicole Sims. Brittany Charisse Stafford, cum laude. Sierra Charbri Pride, magna cum laude. Nakia Sheree Strickland, cum laude. Dwayne Taylor Smith, cum laude. Danielle Nicole Gabrielle Smith. Akinan Rashad Bridges. Mario Dofat, cum laude. Emmanuel Clyde James, cum laude. Askia Rasul Dozier Muhammad, magna cum laude. Khadija Marjeen Ing. Tatiana Cherie Kennedy. Kiana A. Smith. Macy Marie Sexton, magna cum laude. Kiera Janice Smith, cum laude. Damilola Olabowale Osibamowo, magna cum laude. Ria J. Anderson. Maisha Simone Hall. Destiny Page Reeves. Desiree Renee Derrick, magna cum laude. Chandra Monique Craig. Brooklyn Paris Smith, cum laude. Tamani Ane Simmons, cum laude. Lavarshe Jamise Thigpen. Natasia Desiree Flowers, cum laude. Nigel Ferguson. Franchelle Cherie Aaron. Audrisha Starasia Williams. Gerard D. Walker. Brianna Latrice Hampton, cum laude. Georgia Elizabeth Petway. Shayna B. Boykin. Charles Fitzpatrick Antwine. David Nathaniel Cox. Matthew Joseph Stone, magna cum laude. Allison Hubbard.
Please be seated.
Provost Wims,
Dean Smith,
based upon recommendation of the faculty in the College of Business and Public Affairs, I'm pleased to present to you the candidates for the baccalaureate degree. Will the candidates please rise and come forward to receive your diplomas?
Kennedy Liel Copeland. Shakiria Angelique Nixon, summa cum laude. Executive President of the Student Government Association, Ayana Jahari Ingram, magna cum laude. Executive Vice President of the Student Government Association, Edward Neal Turner, summa cum laude. Celeste Alexis Macon, cum laude. Tatiana Chantrell Finch. Shariah Michelle Beeman. Monique Latrice Ford. Jalen Darrell Lanier. Ayana Renee Nunn. Tyus Keyshawn O'Neill. Jonathan Bernard Smith II, magna cum laude. Sinicia Yolanda Smith, cum laude. Kiera Nicole Sims, summa cum laude. Taylor Denise Porthimus, summa cum laude. Kenya Jalil Ragland, cum laude. Tiffany Renee Walker, cum laude. LaKendra Denise Winters. Tyler Terrell Brown. Dylan Antonio Smith. Erica Michelle Coleman, cum laude. Brianna Nicole Frederick. Adrian Michelle Stallworth. Yvonne Simone Treadwell. Kiera Shimon Washington, cum laude. Trey Janquel Thomas. Jamon C. Walker. Kayla Ale Spinks. Kelvin Lorenzo Stewart II. Tiffany Amber Banks, cum laude. Jonathan Townsley Bates. Soraya Lachey Brooks, cum laude. Eunicia Danae Octavia Brooks, cum laude. Ashley Nicole Dixon. Kishamba Lachey Dial. Quenisha Monique Evans, summa cum laude. Kayla Louise Exford. Willis Jafar Fields. Alexis Nicole Gardner, cum laude. Amari Denisha Ham. Toria Sedante Hughes. Joshua Cherie Jones, cum laude. Justice Ariel Lewis. Ashley Slaughter. Andre D. Love Jose, cum laude. Jamelia Rashawn Tyson, cum laude. Africa Carmel Hall, cum laude. John Derek Tanks. Kanisha Renee Tharp, magna cum laude. Delexius Janera Tucker, cum laude. Taylor Janae Turner, magna cum laude. Jeremiah Jamel Walker, summa cum laude. Brianna Trakia Wilson, cum laude. David Daquan Whitehead, cum laude. Joanna Lachey Sanders. Patrick Calvin Ferrier. Tamara Nicole Williams, cum laude. Sierra Nicole McGinnis, cum laude. Aquil Harris Moss. Kiana Smith, cum laude. LaDarius Tamaj Calloway. Odisha Linda Shujikwi Ezekiel. Magna cum laude. Derek Deshaun Gambo, cum laude. Brittany Rayvon Jenkins. Sabrina Olivia Littleton. Jared Jermaine McCall, magna cum laude. Calvin Marquise Hilliard. Taja M. Shabazz. Willie James Warren II. Demisha Lajeza Bell. Jamel Deshaun Brown. Christopher Michael Clayton, cum laude. Aisha D. Clements. Patricia Ann Forte. Notoria Alexis Johnson, cum laude. Maya Linnell Lewis, cum laude. Centeria Shaquay Pearson. Morgan Sharice Phillips. LaHendrick Martell Robinson. Trayvon Ventrell Ross. Leanna Charday Williams. Ranir Quantez Jermaine Collins. Eric Jasper Curry Jr. Tarisha Keandra Davis, magna cum laude. Douglas Jamal Drain, cum laude. Kendall Danae Leslie. Sadea Marche Westmoreland Mason, magna cum laude. Amaya Gianna Young.
Please be seated.
Provost Wims,
Dean Walton,
based upon the recommendation of the faculty in the College of Education, Humanities, and Behavioral Sciences, I am pleased to present to you the candidates for the baccalaureate degree. Will the candidates please rise and come forward to receive your diplomas?
Kateria Lene Baker, cum laude. Demetrius Roosevelt Clear, cum laude. Shanice Michelle Day, cum laude. Jaslyn S. Bush, magna cum laude. Justin Delfonte Connor. Dylan James Hamilton. LaDebra Marche Henderson, magna cum laude. Aisha Tatiana Newton, magna cum laude. Jalen Jamal Herford, magna cum laude. Nakia Monique James. Alex Johnson Chase. Jamarcus Jadon Jones Scott. Andriana Audrey Jordan, magna cum laude. Frederick Allen Mack. Dominique Dwayne Manise, magna cum laude. Christian Deshaun Mitchell. And Maya B. Taylor, cum laude. Kendra Mariah Branch. Adrian Latrice Collins. Krishandra Monique Fluker, magna cum laude. Rakesia Simone Jones. Casey Renee Lewis. Brittany Monique Purifi, cum laude. Faith Corrine Muluai Walker, cum laude. Tanasia Namaya Atkinson. Geraldine Marissa Austin. Tadaria Janelle Battle. Danya Marie Bishop. Tanisha Sierra Kwai Brannon. Alexis Tatiana Brinkley, summa cum laude. Kristen Monet Caston, cum laude. Kayla Nicole Clark, magna cum laude. Tamar Lanice Davis, cum laude. Jonas Leandre Freeman, magna cum laude. Avery Alexander Giles. Derek Dwayne Jamar Jr., cum laude. Indonesia Alon Jordan, magna cum laude. Ray Booker Killebrew, cum laude. Jasmine Letitia LeGuins. Alexis Jaquel Law, cum laude. Aaliyah Renee McIntyre. Marissa Lachelle Owens. Reginald Vernell Page II. Miasia J. Stamps. Charisma Unique Towels, cum laude. Marquita Sheree Williams, cum laude. Algeria Chantel Anderson, magna cum laude. April Dawn Anderson, magna cum laude. Joshua Alexander Baker, summa cum laude. Martina Inez Beasley, magna cum laude. Dante Lee Blackman, cum laude. Kirsten Alicia Chappelle, cum laude. Shalanica Shanae Dancy, cum laude. Saratu Sana Faye, cum laude. Destiny Renee Hampton, cum laude. Shanae Denise Johnson, magna cum laude. Ernest Devin O'Toole, magna cum laude. Kiera Tranisha Parks, cum laude. Chauncey Renee Quinn, cum laude. Kenarita Lorraine Ruffin, cum laude. Shamaya Mikael Smith Craig, cum laude. Jamie Tyler Townsend Baker. Demetrius Michael Watts, cum laude. Tamara Tiana Wright, cum laude. Keen Alexander Biggs. Charles Henry Dove II. Jason Alexander Holt. Bobby Louise Rice Jr. Shanita D. Bruno, magna cum laude. Shabri Lanisha Frett, magna cum laude. Lindsay Rachel Gibbons, magna cum laude. Kerrigan Elaine Hare, cum laude. Alexis Nicole London, cum laude. Shambrio Chantalea Petway, cum laude. Rachel Michelle Spann, magna cum laude. Sean Marcus Brown. Dario Damon Coleman. Aaliyah Janice Jackson. Devin Devante Pollard, cum laude. Michael Owen Quarles, Jr. Charmaine Lynette Allen. Savannah Rain Hayden, magna cum laude. Lydia Michelle George, magna cum laude. Joshua Jerron Bullard. Dominique Alexander Goodwin. Amber Perche Harrison. Tyler Quintel Clarence Jose. Demarius Miguel Howard. Brandon D. Jackson. Justin Allen Kimball. Nicholas Braden Mitchell, magna cum laude. Joshua Darian Palmer, cum laude. Adam Ernest Perkins. Julius Wayne Player, Jr. Brian Keith Simpson, magna cum laude. Alasia Simone Walker, cum laude.
Please be seated.
Provost Wims,
Dean Glenn,
based upon the recommendation of the faculty in the College of Engineering, Technology, and Physical Sciences, I present to you the candidates for the baccalaureate degree. Will the candidates please rise, come forward to receive your diplomas.
Jarib Abib Beezer. Riley Larone Creighton. Micaiah Middleton. Samuel Omar Banks, summa cum laude. Alex Dwayne Banks, Jr. Erin Marie Barnes. Stephen Danielle Cater, cum laude. Nicola Tamisha Caver, cum laude. Sam Chance III, cum laude. Jatavia Chantel Cooper, cum laude. Jerion Tyrell Crutcher, summa cum laude. Keandria Lachey Dunning, magna cum laude. Stanley Dwayne Edwards. Shakir Avandra Elvin, cum laude. Elizabeth Jasmine Rose Hughes, magna cum laude. Michael Deshaun Ingram. Jamie April Johnson, magna cum laude. Brandon Gerard McNeil. Mande Nube, cum laude. Robert Earl Norwood, magna cum laude. Micah Jure Robinson. Brianna Lee Rogers, cum laude. Randall Dwayne Tigner. Richard Ivanhoe Emden, summa cum laude. Terrence Bruce Brantley Jr., cum laude. Robert Lee Bryant, magna cum laude. Quentin Patrick Campbell. Cameron Lee Dimbo. Daniel Benjamin Douglas. Alexander Igarie. Christiana Marie Garza, cum laude. Patrick DeAndre Harris. Lakia Natasha Hill. Deja Nicole Hilliard, cum laude. Isaac James Irby III. Jakira Anise Jackson, magna cum laude. Jerron Deontay Jones, cum laude. Yamonte DeAndre Lawson, cum laude. Jael Trevon Lott. Miles Anthony Xavier Moore, magna cum laude. Trayvon Jacoby Nettles, magna cum laude. Uguchukwu Wex Naji. Chauncey O'Neill Person. Darius Deshanti Player. Kalis DeMonte Robertson. Jamiria Tiara Slaughter, cum laude. Jordan Devon Smith, magna cum laude. Marquise Edward Toney, magna cum laude. Charles Bernard Yarbrough Jr., cum laude. LaJasmine Brianna Andrews. Miss Alabama A&M University, Hydea Janae Michaela Burgess, cum laude. Autumn Page Kirk, cum laude. Joshua Nathan Smith, magna cum laude. Joshua Latrell Anderson, cum laude. Uric Brandon Bethune. Marcus Dwayne Clark. Austin Terrell Counts. Alexandria Sade Evans, magna cum laude. Armando Ramon Gray, Jr., cum laude. Maikay Leanne Prince, cum laude. Simeon Emmanuel Hood, summa cum laude. Henry Nathaniel Huffman II, cum laude. Constance Lashana Jones, magna cum laude. Melanie LaShawn Manuel. Brandon Terrell Wacantz. Kyrie Alonzo Malix, cum laude. Deja Deshay Montley, cum laude. Shandasia Lachey Pinkston, cum laude. Raynisha K. Ray, cum laude. Demetrix Shanton Williams. Christina Patrice Williams, magna cum laude. Hannah Alumu Zerga, magna cum laude. Kendall Lewis Bryant. Donnell Javon Lynch. Justin Jakeith Parham. Benjamin Jacoby Thomas. Deborah Danielle Tucker, cum laude. Courtney Alexis Eggleston, magna cum laude. Kendra Elizabeth Jones. James Duwan Brinkley, magna cum laude. James Houston Kirby, cum laude. Zeandri Zachary. Aji Uminu Mumb.
Please be seated.
Now, will all candidates for graduate degrees please rise? Mr. President,
Mr. Provost,
I'm pleased to present these candidates for the conferral of graduate degrees.
In accordance with the authority vested in me by the state of Alabama and the Board of Trustees of Alabama Agricultural Mechanical University, and upon the recommendation of the Faculty and Graduate Studies, I'm honored to confer upon you the master's degree or the doctoral degree to which you are entitled with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations and be seated.
Now will all candidates for baccalaureate degrees please rise. Mr. President,
Mr. Provost,
I am pleased to present these candidates for the conferral of baccalaureate degrees.
in accordance with the authority vested in me by the state of Alabama and the Board of Trustees of Alabama Agricultural Mechanical University, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I am honored to confer upon you the baccalaureate degree to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Undergraduates, you may now turn your tassels to the left and to be seated. You may be seated. At this time, I ask Captain Moore and Master Sergeant Copeland to come to the podium to present the Spring 2019 commissionees as they cross the stage. Captain Moore, Master Sergeant Copeland.
On behalf of the President of the United States, I present to you the United States Army newest second lieutenants.
Second Lieutenant Rashonda Adams, United States Army Reserve Quartermaster. Second Lieutenant Jonathan Bates, United States Army Reserve Military Intelligence. Second Lieutenant Africa Hall, active duty Air Defense Artillery. Second Lieutenant Andre Love Jose, United States Army Reserve Adjutant General. Second Lieutenant Reginald Page, active duty armor. Second Lieutenant Mahari Smith, active duty armor. Second Lieutenant Calvin Stewart, active duty quartermaster. Second Lieutenant Brianna Sutton, United States Army Reserve Chemical. Second Lieutenant John and Derek Takes, National Guard Military Intelligence.
We congratulate our newly commissioned officers, and we pray God's blessings upon them as they serve our nation. We also want to thank all men and women who are currently serving or have served in the United States Armed Services. Would you please stand and let us thank you for your service and your contribution to this nation. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure of presenting to you Mr. Albert Benefield, President of the Alabama A&M University National Alumni Association, Incorporated, who by declaration will induct the class of 2019 into the association. Mr. Benefield.
Thank you, President Hugeni. Will all the graduates please rise? On behalf of the National Alumni Association, Incorporated, I now declare you to be active members of the Alabama A&M University Alumni Association with all the rights, privileges, and obligations associated with membership. Congratulations on your accomplishments. A copy of the Normal-Like Creed is in your program. I challenge each of you to live this creed and to continue to let your light shine so that it might be seen as a guide for others to follow. I also challenge each of you to continue showing your love for Alabama A&M University by wearing your paraphernalia in your day-to-day life. Please be seated.
Graduates, as you go from this place, never forget the lessons that you have learned here. And remember, as our speaker said earlier, that you did not do it alone. It took the combined efforts of our faculty, staff, alumni, and your family. Paraphrasing the words of Dr. Richard Spaulding, may your learning become wisdom. May the time to come season what you know with humility, patience, and understanding. May your learning become empathy. May the people you meet and the stories that you hear cause you to put what you know into service of compassion. May your learning become commitment. May the questions that you ask and the question asked of you move you to enact what you know with principled conviction. May your learning become service. May the problems you encounter call you to pour out in generosity what you know in both your mind and your heart, remembering that service is sovereignty. May the preparation for life that you have gained here convict you to remember this university by giving back and being great ambassadors for Alabama A&M. May the holy and indelible blessings that is upon you now go with you, abide with you, and encourage you tonight, tomorrow, always, and even forevermore. So even as the sun sets on this one chapter, the dawn of the next is upon you. May you enter into it wholeheartedly and in peace. This is our prayer for you. Congratulations, graduates. As we close this special occasion, I'd like to recognize the members of our Board of Trustees. Trustee Dr. Jerome Williams, Trustee Chris Robinson, Trustee Dr. Wayne Watts, Trustee Dr. Cherie Banks, Trustee Nichelle Gainey, Trustee Dr. Jeanette Jones. Thank you very much for your service. Are there any members of the Alabama legislature, city, or county present? If so, would you please stand and be recognized? Will the members of the President's Cabinet please stand? Our deans, associate vice presidents Other administrators, would you please stand and be recognized? First Lady Abigail Hugueny, would you stand and be recognized? All of the spouses and family members of our Board of Trustees, please stand and be recognized. Would my esteemed colleagues, the faculty of Alabama A&M University, please stand and be recognized. The dedicated staff of Alabama A&M University, all of our staff members, please stand and be recognized. Retirees of Alabama A&M University. All alumni of Alabama A&M University, all alumni. Well, the very best students that exist anywhere in this nation, the students of Alabama A&M University, would you please stand and be recognized, all of our students. Finally, I would ask that our graduates would please stand and express your appreciation to your family, your other supporters who have gotten you to this point. Thank you so much for working and sharing with our young people. Prior to closing of today's ceremonies, in observance of the 50th year designation of this institution as a university, we will be retiring our current academic mace. Will Provost Dr. Wims, Dr. Annie Payton, Director of J.F. Drake Learning Resource Center, and Trustee Dr. Jerome Williams, please come forward.
Mr. President, the ceremonial mace is used during commencement exercises to symbolize authority vested in the university president to act on behalf of the Board of Trustees, faculty, and staff to confer academic degrees. Today, we officially retire the Alabama A&M University's academic mace designed by Dr. Oscar L. Logan, who served as an associate professor in the Department of Art and Art Education. President Hugueny will present the mace to Dr. Annie Payton, our director of the J.F. Drake Learning Resources Center, who will place the mace in the archives of the university. Dr. Williams, will you retrieve the 2019 mace and present it to President Hugueny, symbolizing the conferring of the authority of the Board of Trustees vested in the president? This mace was commissioned by Dr. Andrew Hugueny, Jr., the 11th president of the university, in commemoration of the 50th anniversary of the designation of the institution as a university, and will serve as the official academic mace for the university henceforth. The mace encompasses the significant events in the history of the university. Atop the mace is a spherical containing the official seal of the university on one side and the Great Seal of the state of Alabama, denoting the university's designation as a state institution on the other. The base of the spherical is a hexagon, each side containing one of the official names of the university since its founding. A brass circular band contains the motto of the university: service is sovereignty. On individual rings on the shaft of the mace are inscribed the names of the presidents of the university, along with their dates of service.
This concludes the retiring ceremony for the Logan Mace. We would ask that you would please stand now for the singing of the alma mater led by Titania Smith, junior majoring in music, followed by the recessional. Ms. Smith.
knowledge divine, blessed by the life of counsel brave, who gave his all that thou might shine. Alma mater, blessed be thy name, long live thy fame, long live thy fame. Many thy brave and loyal sons, sent from thy shrine on Normo's hill, filled with a zeal for task well done, anxious thy mandates to fulfill. Alma mater, blessed be thy name, long live thy fame, long live thy fame. Long may you live to bless the world, for rights and justice